last drive. Went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A first down carry for Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And Barkley did not get there. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Hey, alert.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson, and he finds Cook. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Wilson now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. That'll be complete to Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Wilson. This is caught by Jackson. A gain of 22.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? Right? We know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
Hey, 0.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. To throw is Wilson. He's got Green. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now Wilson. He'll let this go end zone for Green. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
50 seconds to Mike. Come up the ball.
Now Wilson operating from the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
We got this.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Let's go, D, let's go.
They go play action with Wilson. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is. Boy, he eats up ground, and he usually goes up and gets it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Wilson now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10.
He's checking crap.
All go special. All go special. Got it, got it, got it.
From the gun, Wilson. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10.
51 to Mike.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jared Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins, it got his man, complete. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. On 1st down, it's Cook. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
The tackle is made by A.J. Boyer. 8 yards on the pickup.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 32-yard line.
Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. We own them. We own them.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game?
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. After the interception, here's Wilson. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Wilson to throw on third down. And that will be incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right?
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And that's complete to Cooks. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
I got it. Watch time.
Now Wilson on second down. Finding Green complete. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Wilson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Haskins on 3rd down. He completes it to the tight end Knox. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, LA. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
315.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. He'll let this go end zone for Green. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Anthony Harris. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Cook. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Looking to throw, Haskins. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the first down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right, why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap and just fall down and pick it up. They got it there.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. On first down, it's Cook. He was brought down by Eric Harris. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8.
57's the mic. Watch 57. All right, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
third down. Here's Haskins. And that's caught by Smith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a big 32-yard play on third. They run on first down with Jackson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the Eagles' 22-yard line.
57's Mike.
From the 22, Haskins. Going to throw right side here. Complete.
The second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And the kick by Butker is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball in.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. And this is Cook with a grab. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for Philly. 59 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. The toss out to Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll go to Barkley again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing was Wilson. Green brings it in. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A.J. Boye with a pick. both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Here's Wilson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
57. Cut it right.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Haskins will throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now Haskins. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Again, it's Haskins. And now here is another interception. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Eagles, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands, numb in the hands, I'll jump with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands, numb in the man, I'll deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team, now they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets, the coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the
rocket like rocket fuel.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many was they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm